Hey guys, DD Gaming here. So we're gonna do some fishing here on Yama at 210, 191, which is right here at the very edge of H4. We're gonna try to do some match fishing here, and the depth's gonna be 1.5, and the clip is gonna be 30. Okay, what we're using is basically a large 3. Dung beetle, preferable bait. You can use one bait. You can use two if you guys want. I'll prove to you guys or show you guys that you don't need sandwich for this to work. Okay, and you're gonna be casting towards that mountain back there. Okay. Now, normally people be using 2 rods. I'm using one because you could do fine with just the 1 rod. Don't need two. And keep your speed to 50. Because when the fish grabs, you want to sit there and try to reel as fast as you can, set the hook. Now, I've seen a combination of dung beetle, the natural cockchafers are being used, or the dung beetle and crickets being used, dung beetles and the mayfly larvas. But you rarely see anybody using just the one bait. And I'll experiment this with earlier 200 some silver made in the hour. Actually, not even an hour, 30 some minutes I spent here experimenting with baits. And I found dung beetle being the best bait to use here. You can do double, you can do double dung beetle. Because sometimes two is better than one. We all know that. But not everybody has sandwich to use. People are getting big chars here. The spotted chars. Ooh, a nice blunted snouted. Okay, so that's here too. I guess 16 is fine for the friction break because I kind of hit pretty good. I see that just the one bait is working just fine, and the dung beetle is available here on Yama. It's like 15 silver. Okay, so nothing. We missed that fish. Well, let's float a little longer. Maybe we might be able to get another hit on it. Sometimes a fish not gonna hit twice on a float. But if you pull it away from the original area where you're casting, I would just recast. But if you guys are coordinated enough to use 2 rods, by all means, go ahead. But I think 1 rod is just as good. This way, you can keep an eye on your float the entire time, and you can set the hook when you need to. Because playing roulette with the 2 rods, you're bound to keep missing fish. If your float goes too far to the right off the screen. Just recast as well. Um, so the reason why I'm doing this video, because there's not a lot of videos showing the how to use match or where to use it. So I figure that if I make the video, it will help you guys out as well. Because to be honest with you, I've been searching for spots to fish. Thankfully, was one person that made a video, actually did a live stream on this spot, which was Phoenix Wind. He does live streams as well. I will link his YouTube and his video. Actually, he's got a long video though. But if you guys want, you can check it out still. But I'll definitely put it in the description though. Well, anyways, you guys get the idea of how I'm doing this and the depth, the clip I'm using, and where I'm casting. So yeah, let's get some fish. So if you guys wonder what I'm doing, I'm trying to not move my rod. Okay. I got it set to where I want to cast at. I want to keep casting at that direction and not let my rod go too far to the right. Then chances are I will not cast the same spot again, and then I will not be getting fish. Let's see how far it is. There's no point even setting a hook. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna actually use 2 dung beetles instead of 1. That way I can see if I can get a better bite rate going, because I'm getting fish. You can see that, but the bite rate's starting to slow down. And to be fair, it is kind of noon right now, so the bite rate is expected to slow down though. Like just like on tongue, on Yama, on Balea, it's the bite just slows down a lot. Ooh, dang. I think we got a char. No, it looks like a chum. Okay, so this combination really ain't working. However, I did see that the grasshopper and the dung beetle is actually the #1 bait being used right now combination. So we'll try that to see how that goes. There's like over 60 some registered catches on this bait combination alone. You know, seeing the grasshopper is the first bait on the hook here. So why don't we just use the grasshopper by itself and see how that goes? Like I said, I'm trying to find ways for you guys to be catching fish here in Yama if you guys don't have sandwich. So far, it's like the best bait is going to be the dung beetle. Grasshopper isn't working that great. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch it around. I'm gonna put the dung beetle first, then the grasshopper. See if there's a difference. Okay, so it seems if you want to have a better success, put the dung beetle first. Yeah, so your main bait, guys, is going to be dung beetles. So let's go ahead and take that the other bait off. We'll just use dung beetle by itself. And I was getting seems like I was getting better bite rate on just the one versus something else added to it. Okay, so this one bit as we're trying to speed reel. Okay, so the bite kind of died. It's like for the past 5 minutes. hopefully between now and 2300 that we might get a lucky bite here on Tanuska on the 2100 hours that usually get a trophy um, from that map. It's either a brown or another other fish, but 2100 hour is always the best time, in my opinion, for trophies. As for Yama, I'm not so sure. Balea, I had caught a few um, chub trophies. I did catch a grayling trophy around that time, and I caught my brown trophy around that time. The weather could be changing too. Put our dung beetle on. Okay. Dang, I missed the fish. God damn, man. I even was quick on it. I know people are messaging me. I usually check it off when I'm not recording. That way I'm focusing more on the fishing. I'll do one more cast. You know what? Why not? Another cast. So far I got two fish out of that. One after another. But this one looks like a non-marker maybe. Yeah. So what I pay attention to is the drifting with the current or also the clip. I use a clip because it's easy to tell when you got a fish on. The clip will turn off if you get a bite, and the drifting with the current will disappear when you get a bite. Those two indications right there when you know you got a fish on. See, they didn't even sink even, and I knew there was a fish on. Anyway, let's go ahead and go sell our fish. I mean, you might be able to get more fish than I did if you use two rods, but I just used the one. Like I said, I'm not coordinated enough to use two rods. I mean, I applaud to the people that use 3 rods, let alone 1. I have tried using 2 rods. It works, but when using in fast water, I cannot do it. I would need to train myself to know what to watch for. I also probably would need to use different color floats so I can determine which one is which. So we'll check the cafe, see if there's anything to offer. I don't think there will be, to be honest with you. Yeah, definitely nothing to offer. Oh, by the way, the spot where we're at, if you use clip 40 at the spot on a large one size hook with a little night crawler, you can get burbot. A lot of burbot's being caught there at night. I also got um a lonely Kaluga off a night crawler, 6 point some kg one. But yeah, people, you might be able to get a trophy burbot there because a lot of burbot's coming out of it. Alright, so 42 minutes. 288 silver. You know what? That's not bad. That is not bad at all for the fish we got. And these fish right here are valuable. These blunt snouted and the Mazu, yeah, definitely worth it. And plus also the white spotted char. Anyway, guys, that will be it for the video. Let the video hit the like button. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Bye, guys.